Yo. Welcome to the stream, guys. Sunday afternoon, great time for a little Hell Let Loose competitive action coming at you. We've got Syndicate taking on the Winter Winds Warriors. This is a Chinese squad. Never cast these guys before. Some people might say they're a little bit of IR infiltration. They might have some elements of alpha, FOC maybe even. I just know that it's really hard to follow the Chinese scene for obvious reasons. It's hard to follow who they are. So anyway, they are taking on Syndicate, and I believe they're a pretty decent squad. I know the APL is coming out, and I'm pretty sure that Syndicate is going to be in the same division as Winter Winds Warriors. We're just going to call them Winter Warriors. Forget the whole Winds thing, you know. So Winter Warriors, Chinese squad, like I said, we're going to be playing on the map that you guys can see right over here. Oh, over there, Purple Heart Lane. Not my preferred map. I guess many people that have casted Purple Heart Lane would probably say the same. It's not obviously the best. Sometimes it's very grindy with the artillery just locking up the entire sector. But who knows? We'll see what happens. Maybe if it's Garut Pillbox, that might be a little bit more free, maybe. But yeah, if it's down the middle, if it's Carentan Causeway, it's going to be a problem. But anyway, yeah, it's a warm-up. Like I said, APL is about 3 weeks away, so Syndicate's just going to get that warm-up going. Anyway, put together some new things for you guys. I don't know if you noticed, looking right down at the bottom there, you can see the new ticker, courtesy of AX Hawk. He put me onto this. We've got some really cool shit coming out for you guys, new scoreboards and stuff that looks really, really nice. We can update it real time. So basically what you're looking at here are all the transfers that happened after seasonal finished. I grabbed it from a website. No, not a website. I grabbed it from a Discord. I forget whose. It might have been Refuse's website. Discord. So yeah, all those guys that you're seeing right there are recently switched. So there's been some movement, I mean, naturally. But back to Syndicate. These guys have they've done a real nice job. A lot of guys that were on the team previously when they played early part of this year, when they left to go to like 82nd and where else did they go? They went to XD, a couple other places. Spree, I believe, a couple players went to a Spree. They got some guys back, so the team looks pretty good. I've cast a lot of their matches recently, and they've been winning against some better competition, not the top 10 competition, but they're definitely beating all the mid teams, which is good. I mean, but yeah, they've yet to be tested against maybe like a top 5 team. Actually, let me correct myself. They recently actually played IR. I don't remember the map. It was one of those maps or one of those matches that I just wasn't around for, and they played, like I said, IR and won 3-2. I don't remember the map. I wish I probably could go find out, but that was a little bit of a surprise. So early, right after basically rebuilding the team. I don't know, third or fourth time it seems, but yeah, a quality win against a named opponent. So yeah, obviously all the training and all the back end work is working for Syndicate. They got some good recruits coming along, so I'm excited for them. APL is going to be a fun challenge for these guys. I think they're going to do really well. But anyway, we're going to jump in and we're going to get this game started. So catch you guys. See you in there. Oh, actually, before we go, do that for me. I'm getting close to 1,000. I appreciate you guys that are already subscribed. So that 1K mark would be really nice if I hit it, sometime within the next few weeks. So anyway, like I said, boys, we'll catch you in. See ya. All right. Finally, after about 25 minutes and like 3 map flips, we're ready to go. So anyway, as you guys can see, nodes being built. Right below you, we're working off of the seasonal rules, which is right here. Protected nodes, once they're built, can't be touched. Panther is banned. Somebody asked or one of my comments, why is the Panther banned? Oh, they've decided, the people that play comp, that it's OP, it's too strong. So for balancing issues, only the Tiger will be used. And the one single artillery gun is same thing. The artillery is just so damn overpowering in this game. They've figured out how to level it so that it's more competitive and honestly more fair. It's very grindy, with all the tanks and And if you add the artillery, it's even worse. So anyway, Carentan Causeway. I was not hoping for that. It's going to be a very, very sweaty match. I was hoping for a pillbox over here or even flak position, but this is just going to be a meat grind. And I think whoever caps the point in the beginning is going to hold the decisive edge. All right. Been kicked out of the squad. Awesome. So everybody's good. 30 seconds to go live. We'll lock on with the boys. Showtime, boy. All right. Let's get it. Finally. Snipe just went out. That was crazy. And we don't have a kill feed today. Unfortunate, I don't think. Got a wide flank from Daddy's squad. Probably want to hold pillbox. Don't get stuck, baby. All this to avoid those pesky snipes. Oh, Jesus. This is bad. Just outside of the soft cap. They might be able to save it. Okay. Myth was like, I'm not taking any chances. He dropped out. No cap progress from either team quite yet. So maybe Winter Warriors are having the same issue. Gonna jump off these guys. Big artillery blast. Yes, we do not have a kill feed. Strangely enough, Syndicate is taking the point. Carentan Causeway. Snarky Snacks chosen. The whole squad's here, looking really good. They can get into the broken building, post up an MG. They'll be in good shape. This is definitely looking like a Syndicate cap. I'm just curious to see how Winter Warriors play the flip, because in about 10 seconds, this opening point, Carentan Causeway is going to Syndicate. And there you have it. A 3-2 start. Syndicate jumps out. Pull up the map. Let's get an idea. Perhaps they went for artillery battery or flag position, excuse me. Maybe they knew they weren't going to get it off the start. I don't know. But here comes the grind. Getting over this choke point right here. Recon getting its way in there, pretty sneaky. Winter Warriors just need to get across this choke point here, just like this one squad leader has traversed, got across, lay low. If they're able to put their tanks, and I mean Syndicate tanks covering the main MSR with some artillery support, it's going to be almost impossible, next to impossible, to reclaim Carentan Causeway. Box 9 posting up, basically covering. You know, Syndicate not satisfied, not sitting on the point, trying to push out. Lock on, get an idea where Syndicate is in terms of tank. Don't have AT guns up. Just a couple squad leader, supply drop inbound. But I do believe Smilk might have eyes. Yeah, I think we're just in for a real grindy 3-2, guys. It either ends 5-0, one team just gets completely obliterated, or it ends in a 3-2 grind fest. If you give Syndicate too much time to get set up with MGs, they're going to make it hurt. You've got Myth out there in the distance. He's holding down the main bridge. Field day. MGs, this is a paradise. This is a heaven for them. Just be patient. They'll come right into your kill zone. Chuck's is sniper today. Let's jump with him. Popping off the FG42. Snarky getting one in on the light. He's dead, but I don't know if that light's going to get out of there before he respawns. Not going to be focusing on meat grind too much today, guys, so we'll cover the flanks. I give these guys the love they deserve. AT gun being built by Goose. Get an idea for that light that's sitting out there. Pretty sure they can take it out. And this is all about patience. There's not much you can do. Now we got 7.6 looking straight south. This is what this AT gun right here. Goose is trying to get it built. He's out there in the distance. Just hang here and see if he can get a couple. But the problem is 76 has got plenty of room to kite back and forth and get covered. It's going to take a combination of snarky. Goose sails another one just over the hull. He's got one in. Now, if he could track the 7.6, then the AT could possibly... But yeah, I have a feeling they're going to build up a nice little repair station over here. Leave a tank simp with it. You definitely want to control this area, which is flak battery or flak position. And then you can attack causeway from the east. I mean, there is a chance Snarky's that's his job. And Richie B is going to try and get that satchel on. Bombing run to the distance. That is Syndicate. West to east. Covering the front door. I guess let's go see how the front door looks. That's a Winter Warrior bombing run. So this is pretty much going to be the same rinse and repeat. Front door is going to be real sweaty. Let's check our other flank. Protecting these choke points here, the bridge. Looks like that'll be Twad and Viking's job. And you want to send a couple guys across, not allow your enemy to get close. Switch that one up for a grenade. Would you expect anything less, Viking, with the clean cut? Just waiting on that peak. He and Saki are just going to play the waiting game. Think Viking has a shot. Yeah, he does. Gets his man. It's all about just establishing your tanks and allowing your inf to get across. I don't think we're going to see too much in the way of tanks braving this open field. There you go, Big Daddy. Get you some. It's going to be a tough day when he finds his spot. Look out. Yeah, once you allow the Syndicate MGs to get in position, these guys do their homework, man, and they're gonna make life miserable for Winter Warriors. And that's what they're going to do. Last time it was Viking making the move. Now Shadow's moving his... Well, actually, Viking did make it across. There are allied supplies, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's OP. Now, Greyhound's thinking about it. Oh, nice shot. Who was that? Snarky. Gets his mark. He and Viking are doing a real nice job of holding this bridge. Now, to the distance, looks like they've got their own AT gun set up. Give you some line of sight. Where are these guys? So they're up in the C4 area. Trying to take shots on the pillbox. So Syndicate's done a nice job. You see the strong point, Carentan Causeway, lightly defended. Just some MGs with Giga, three MGs with Myth, Giga, and Zen. Stoop, Thilly, and Tim Tracy moving up with the Tiger. But they've already got Inf at the choke point if they're looking to do front door. This is very important real estate to own if you're Syndicate, and then obviously clearing out the area just outside the soft cap where the ping is. We can see that must be Garrison. And there it is. There's Garrison. So that Garrison is just tucked away in a nice little spot. Front door. They're going to constantly be flooding people in. Winter Warriors are going to be... They have to control this compound. They're going to try their best to get across this choke point right here. There's no other way around. I mean, this is probably the epitome of map control. Build a bombing run north to southeast, across the area where they're seeing a lot of that infantry light up. Garrison is somewhere back tucked away there, so the bombing run will not get it. But Syndicate, nice map control all the way across the 5. Fourth point is Jordan Canal. So 7-6 guard in the main. Obviously not letting Inf get across. And pretty much you can say that the garrison is going to be safe. Looks like we have another garrison. Where's our next garrison? In G4. Again, right. Now, camping that garrison. Bloom sees it. No point in taking it. Just farm it. Lock it out. Or not lock it out. Hell, farm the hell out of it. It's been lit up. Recon. Bullet gets the clap on that OP. Second rocket gets it. That's kill switch. Goose laying down all the hate, but there's nobody left to spawn. Pyro gets the OP, pushing out, pushing out, pushing out. And is that is an uncrewed 7-6. Syndicate is completely surrounded. That thing is all but dead. Wow, where the hell did that rocket come from? Was that jump? So Syndicate taking ground. Really just hoping to wrap and get behind the inf here because like we said, the garrison is sitting somewhere here. If Syndicate can wrap around, go up the G and maybe deep into the 3 and come back around. Second grenade by Pyro. So we just passed the 30-minute mark. Quick recap. Off the start, Syndicate arrives, Carentan Causeway, captures basically without a challenge. And we've been sitting here 30 minutes, just grinding. Although Syndicate, you know, as you can see, nice map control, and they're starting to work their way into the 4. Making things a little uncomfortable for the Winter Warriors. So if Syndicate can get their OPs across this river, I believe this isn't traversable either, so they have to make their way to the MSR, the main route, down the middle. But you've got at least one squad leader and possibly a second in Bullet. Nice rocket, Goose. working on improving their position. Get that repair station built for the tanks if they get across. In a great spot too. So you've got cover, concealment. So preemptively getting ready for the tanks. If the infantry can do their job clearing out the area, then we can roll tanks across the pontoon bridge. And then you can start to see Syndicate wrap. Do they have tanks waiting? They do. So the Tiger is just going to wait. Now, Garrison, like we said earlier, back behind the point. We are getting a little bit of contesting for the fourth point. Obviously, it's just sector weight. I don't believe anybody's in the strong point. No, not a single body in the strong point. Now, front door is unlocked. They push in with this flank coming around. Lobbing out that smoke. Sherman, medium. So we've got two tanks basically covering the front door on Jordan Canal. I think if Syndicate can break through, it'll be through the G column with Tim Tracy's tank. Now I know there's garrisons situated somewhere deep in behind the broken glider. Wonder if that's AT gun. Probably. We have an AT gun. Or not. Perhaps the Greyhound. Now that does open the door slightly for Inf to get in there. Daddy needs to keep OP up. Syndicate bombing run south to north. Straight up the MSR. Not getting much other than probably just to relieve some of the infantry crossing. Just a second too late. A little bit unfortunate with the timing. They had the infantry. They just one little rat dug in real tight. Now, 76 is going for it. Not sure why he would want to get in there. Wisely retreating. Snarky's got another peek. It's another blast deep out. Belcher. Snarky, a second one. They're on the hunt. Nice shot, boy. Snarky, get some, boy. Pop up that lower third, my guy, but I ain't got one for you. Finish the job. Now, without tanks holding the MSR, well, now there's one more tank. Most likely forced to fall back and retreat. That's going to give a little bit of space for the Syndicate Inf to get into this compound across the river. Let's take a look at how our flank to the east is looking. We're in a Panzer IV. Changing up position. And we just passed the halfway mark. Well, nothing's changed. It's pretty much the same. Like I said earlier, it's going to be a grindy 3-2, I think. I think the Winter Warriors are a good team. They're not getting pushed off. Not going to get 5-0'd. It's just going to, I think it's just going to grind down for the next 40 minutes. Now, the MGs have moved up their positions. That's very encouraging. I think the boys were sitting on these buildings, Robo and Myth. Now they've moved up into enemy territory. They've cleared out the compound to the north. Slowly starting to pinch in and get close to our fourth, which is Jordan Canal. Not seeing or hearing any armor from the Winter Warriors. 76 making its way back to the MSR. Now it's damaged. And it doesn't have infantry. Well, it does have some infantry support. Fox 9. Jung with a rocket. Second rocket in. Second 76. No, that's not a 76. That's a Sherman. Coming up to help while the other crew repairs. Fox 9 is just hoping they get close enough to the wall where he can place his satchel, because I don't think he's going to get out in the open and satchel these tanks. He's going to give it a shot, though. Oh. Got one satchel on, my boy. Don't recognize that boy. Satchel's burning down. He's searching. He found it. Will he take it out? I think he does get it. 10 gets it. Yeah. Narrowly get the satchel. The pressure is just unrelenting. They'll be back. They know where both the tanks are. Question is, will Syndicate send their tanks? One just sitting close to the strong point. Got a recon tank on a wide flank, map edge all the way up. Second, third. Trying to front door. Fox 9 and Gorilla, they know the mission. Evolution doing a nice job clearing out the trenches. Oh, so close to OP. Yeah, boy. Yes, sir. Well worth the death, man. You clapped the squad leader and got his OP. Freed up all that space to allow Gorilla and Fox 9 clearing out space. That's a big play, man. Huge play by the squad lead. Satchel on the wall was fishing for that tank. Didn't get enough splash damage. The tanks are in retreat. They're no longer... Ooh, shots in. Now, is that AT? No, what was that in the distance? Must have been Bimpus's tank. Nope. It's our Tiger. So this area is not safe. That one went down. And this one here, I gotta say they probably have a peak. I'm not sure. It almost seems like they would have to, and there it is. Both tanks. That's huge. Huge. So this whole area, straight up the MSR, is clear. Inf just got to sweep up. And then they can hook. With this front door pressure, guys are already in the cap. P squad leader Shadow as a clean OP. Vikings across, Twads across. Yeah. The push is on. We've got a bombing run to the north, east-west on Jordan Canal. Let's hurry up over there and catch it. Yeah, we go. We're starting to see some cap progress now on Canal. Garrison is right back up. Just lock on, get an idea where the tanks are hunting. Enemy tank in D3. Now that tank at 76 needs to sit back. Really can't get into the strong point because I do want to say that Cola, K99, they've got shots. If this guy peeks, he got two. A second Tiger. Approaching the 1 hour mark. Still 3-2 Syndicate, but they are putting some significant pressure now on our fourth point, Jordan Canal. Infantry is broken in. They're not able to hold the front door. The Winter Warriors cannot hold the front door. Front door is open. And they're also down tanks. Syndicate has the tank advantage. It's a question of will Syndicate bring up their tanks? Got two AT guns already there. So we've got two tanks. Boys are out there putting in that work, trying to hold that position. I think they're cooked. That tank advantage now gone. Syndicate had 2-1. Now it's pretty much up to the infantry. In our strong point now. Snowman satchel on. Hot, hot, baby. Now it's a solo. I don't think he's going to go down. He's going to go down with this tank. Satchel's just about, and there it is. Yeah, losing map control, having to rotate all your Tigers, or excuse me, your armor. Winter Warriors having to pull all those tanks in. Way in the distance here. We're trying to see. Now with that constant pressure on the point proper, still a hell of a fight just for the area north. Soft cap. Not even soft cap, just outside the soft cap. This guy Poise playing hella game. He's gonna clap the OP. Does he get the squad leader, though? Does he get the squad leader? Pushing Syndicate Inf out. Force him to go right back over to the bridge again. Nice job from Winter Warriors. A little less intense, just holding it down, just making sure you've got all your parts of the map covered. I think this is the second time we started to see capture progress from the Inf of Syndicate. Two squad leaders in there. So 12 bodies could be in the cap. If these guys can stay up long enough, it might buy the northern push the time and the space it needs to get across again. Again, this area here is locked up. If this Inf here can put enough pressure and force a reset, then allows space for these guys to push across. Smilk has the mission. Yes, sir. Trying to satchel. Yeah, they're layered, though. They've got layers in the back. MG's watching. Covering the 6 of the tank. Shadow trying to push in deeper and deeper. He just doesn't even know how many bodies they got in defense. Once again, if Syndicate Inf can draw these defenders out from where they're hugged up in the rear by putting enough pressure on the hard cap, if you get your squad leaders that are in deep like Shadow here, Yeah, this OP, if it stays up and they get enough pressure on the strong point, might have a chance at this fourth point. Beacon. Jumps got him. I'll get that OP, I think. Hey, Smoke. Did he make it? So close. So close. Now, that must be Shadow's OP that 404 just spawned off of. Yep. If Shadow can keep that up with these other two right pressed up on the point, man, all about getting those timely kills. Maybe if the artillery shifts over. Let's get an idea where the tanks are. Well, we got a door. The Syndicate want to send the tank over. That's just the question. If it does, potentially grab this fourth point. Where is there any other tanks in the area? There's a second tank. So if they really want this point, they could rush both tanks over with this infantry support. It wouldn't even be a bad idea. Oh, there's a 100 supply there. Potentially red zone garrison. Shadow might just be waiting on it. Just take your time. There's no hurry. If you can get enough pressure on their front door and force everybody, like you're getting pressure right now, wouldn't be a bad idea to pop that garrison up, because now everybody has to rush. Now, if Robert can seal out the back end, so smart. Don't let them into the sector. They're going to go right to the top. Put up a blocking so that they can't get into the sector. Bombing run. Satchel. Syndicate looking pretty set up here. Real nice. Big artillery strike. I think it's too little too late. We have Airhead coming down. Not sure if that's Syndicate. Airhead, it's definitely going to land. It's not going to be touched. You can count it 4-1 with about 15 minutes remaining. Syndicate going up 4-1. Tanks moving up to solidify. Supplies inbound for garrison. Twad might build that garrison. Or he might just push out and let somebody else. Okay, plenty of supply down. Might even put the garrison up behind. Pitt might drop it. Syndicate not fooling around, sending both tanks. Now, what is fifth and final? Just curious. Bloody Bend. Wow, that is just right there. If Winter Warriors are not careful and they're still trying to control map up here, they might lose their fifth and final. You can't get too wide yet. You got to push. You got to hope this front door push gets stuffed. Because Jordan Canal is clear. Both tanks are sitting up, and the infantry is just going to keep going. A Bloody Bend right below. That's 7-6. 7-6 goes dead. Clearly, Syndicate with the armor advantage. I think they're going to do a late night special. What they did the last couple of matches. They did it against Hated. They did it against Valkyrie. They waited till almost like maybe the last 10 minutes and made that fifth and final push with all their armor. I got a feeling that's what's going to happen. Taking out that MG, very key. Shadow takes the guy off. Where is this thing? Can't even see it. It's somewhere in here, not visible. But if you can keep that MG off that position there, gonna make Vikings' life a whole hell lot easier to push in. Ooh. Almost got that pistol. Now, is that Tiger on the other side? I think. Uh-oh. Tiger making their run for it. Got a feeling this is all she wrote. You got kill switch up front with tank support and Shadow. You got problems now. Oh, yeah, you got problems. Bombing run. Last second. Trying to save the point. Cavalry's coming up from the rear. Oh, get that splash, boy. Oh, my God. Nice job. Let's grab the other tank now. They are all in for fifth and final. A little early, but it's Saturday night, and they're trying to close it in style. Oh, yeah. Full send. Now, might be a garrison. That's their last final hope. Everybody's coming. Not to say that a precision strike is all that precise, but man, they got all the tanks together. Now that's Syndicate bombing run to the east. Wonder if it caught that garrison. We're already halfway capped. Roughly 45 seconds remain. Let's get a quick check on the map. Is everybody in? Just about everybody's in. Looking all but guaranteed. Tanks leading the way, finishing it up. I think we're going to get our 5-0. Ten seconds away. Yeah, that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. Man, nice. Well played. Let's give our commander, Will, accommodation, run through our scores real quick. Really well played. I mean, started to see the take advantage go to Syndicate. And it wasn't much after that. All right, so let's hop back into the... Yep, and there you have it. Syndicate getting the impressive 5-0 win over the Winter Warriors. Nice job, Syndicate. Overall, played pretty well. I think when you guys go back and rewatch that VOD, I mean, I think a solid match overall. Maybe there's little points here and there where you could have took some of the guys that you had over in the East and repositioned them into the West. You had that front door open, and I think if you would have potentially added more inf on the front door, what was it? Jordan Canal would have dropped sooner, and yeah, you would have closed it out sooner. But you know, overall, really no complaints. Infantry played extremely well, protected the tanks. Tanks didn't have to do much, didn't have to carry the team at all. So yeah, another solid win, and I think this is maybe like the 8th or 9th win in a row. So Syndicate's on a nice little run, and yeah, they did beat IR on St. Marie du Mont recently. So Syndicate, when they bring their A squad, are pretty tough team now. So I'm happy to see that these guys have gotten through that rough patch earlier this year, and they're set on APL, and I think they're going to do pretty well. So anyway, with that being said, hey, thank you guys for watching the stream. And remember, if you like comp, obviously, do me a favor. Hit the like, comment, subscribe, share it, hit the notification bell. Obviously, if you're into comp, you want to get that message whenever I go live. And yeah, one more thing is thank you guys for all the subs. I'm getting awfully close to that benchmark, that 1,000. So I'm only a few away. So appreciate you guys for all that you do for me. So hopefully we'll do this again real soon. Next week, I think there's a match against BFTB, German squad. So yeah, we'll see you in about a week. Okay. All right. You guys have a good one. Take it easy.